Good morning, children. In the last class, we learned about the proportion, ratio, proportion we have learned. Now today we are going to learn about the unitary method. What is the meaning of the unitary method? So here unit means what? 1. So first we will find the value of the one item. We will find the value of the one item or one item cost, we can say, for one thing, for one chocolate, okay, for one bicycle, for one box, like this. So first we will have to find the for one item. So that is called the unitary method. Now here in your textbook also one point is given, that is one car is there, it has started. So here when it is in the rest, it is at a 0 kilometer, means at 12 o'clock it is in the starting place. Now as the time goes, means if when the time is 1 o'clock, the car has travelled 50 kilometer. Okay, and at 2 o'clock it travelled 100 kilometer, and at 3 o'clock 150 kilometer. If you find the speed of the car at a different time, what is the speed? Distance travelled by time taken. So this one you will learn in actually science. So here we are learning in the maths also we have to use sometimes. So distance travelled by time taken. So distance travelled is here, you can see that 0 is there here. So distance travelled is 50 kilometer at time is 1 hour. So the ratio is 50:1. Now if I take for the second, now that is how much? 3 here. So 100 kilometer divided by 2. If I cancel, I will get here again 50/1. That is 50:1. Now if I take here, that is 150 divided by 3. 3 ones are 3 5s are 0. So 50/1. So that is 50:1. Means here what happened? The car is moving in the same ratio. Means for 1 hour it is covering 50 kilometers. For second 1 hour again it is covering 50 kilometers only. So this is how the ratio remains constant here. And one more thing is here, as the time increases, the distance also increases. Correct? So for 1 hour it is covered 50 kilometers. 2, the number is increased here, 2 hours. So here the distance also increased, and 3 hours and here 150. So 3 hours is also increased and the kilometer is also increased. When both the things are decreasing or increasing at a time, if it is increasing, this is also increasing. For example, cost of the one chocolate. Cost of the one chocolate is 5 rupees. One chocolate is 5 rupees. 2 chocolate 10 rupees. 3 chocolates 15 rupees. If it is like that only. For example, we can say that if one of the item cost is reducing, then both will reduce at a time. Then that type of variation, we say that direct variation. We say that direct variation. So this is the important here. Direct variation. Direct variation means what? When the one item is increasing, cost or the boxes, whatever it is, the quantity is also increasing. If one is decreasing, if another also decreasing, then we can say that both are in the direct variation. In the direct variation, we will solve the sum. How we will solve the sums here? Here by this one. In the direct variation, we can solve the sum by using the unitary method. Unitary method. Unitary means what? First, we will find the cost or the time or the distance for the 1 or 1 for 1. Unit means what? 1. To find the value for the 1. That is called the unit. Unitary method means we have to find the cost or whatever for the 1. So that is called the unitary method. Now here they are given some example. Here in the example, one example is there. Here 8 boys can consume 80 kg of rice. Here one more thing, children, when you are writing the when you are solving the sums, you have to follow these steps only. Means here, what are the sentences they are given in your textbook? In the same way, you have to write the answers in the textbook. Sorry, in your notebook. The same way sentences should be there. But how, which number should be in which places and everything I will tell you in the shortcut. Okay, those numbers and those places should be fixed. Okay, so I will explain you how now. The only the thing is you have to remember, write the sentences how they are given in your textbook examples. Now here, if 8 boys can consume 8 kg of rice, consumes means they will eat or they will use. How much rice will 10 boys consume? Okay, here in this question, there are two things. One is the boys, another one is the kg of rice, correct? So there are two things are there. So first one is 8 boys is given, and then next one kg is how much? 4 kg of rice, and then they are asking for the 10 boys. Okay, for 10 boys, they are asking for the 10 boys. Okay, so 8 boys and here 4 kg, and the 10 boys how much kg? So this we have to find here. When you are writing any problems, the first thing is when you have to read the question. There are the two things they are given. Here boys and the kg is given. They are given two things. Here among the two things, which item they are given the 2 points. Here the boys is given 8 boys and the 10 boys. Correct? That should be written in the first. That should be comes here in the first box. Okay, and the remaining will should come in the second. Means what is given only one item, that it should come in the second. Okay, then it will be easy for you. Okay, so here they are given. Here that only you have to write in the form of the sentence. That is, if 8 boys consumes 4 kg of rice, okay, then 10 boys consumes is equal to, here remember children, this one we will do like a cross multiplication. This should come in one way. First I will divide 4 by 8. Sorry, 4 divided by 8. 4 divided by 8 and multiply by 10. Multiply by 10 I will do. Okay. So now I can do 2 2s are 2 4s are. 2 2s are 2 5s are. Again 2 1s are 2 1s are. So the answer is how much? 5 kg of rice. So the answer is 5 kg of rice. Okay, when you will write the problem, that is important. Okay, I hope you all are understood. So let us take the another one more example. Here, if 18 meter of cloth costs rupees 360, how much will 12 meter of cloth cost? So the length of the cloth is given 2 items. So I will take first, that is the cloth. That is, one is 18 meter and the another one is 12 meter. 18 meter cost how much? Rupees 360, and here is. Okay, this one is the piece. So I should do like that. Next, so 18 meter of cloth cost rupees 360. So how we will write? First I will write like this. 360 divided by 18 into 12. 360 divided by 18 means you will get the cost of the 1 meter. You will get the cost of the 1 meter. Afterwards, after getting that answer, you have to multiply how many meters is there. Okay, then you will get the total cost. Now here, 18 ones are 18 twos are 0. So 12 twos are 24 and 0. So what is the cost here? Rupees 240 will be the cost of that. Okay. So this is how you have to solve the problems of the unitary method. Unitary method means when I will divide here like this, we will get the cost of the one item. means cost of the 1 meter. In the before one, how much price will use by 1 ball? That I have found. Here I am finding the cost of the 1 meter of the cloth. Okay, so by using this method we can solve the problems on the unitary method. Here all these sums belongs to the direct variation. That is very important, children. Direct variation means if it is increasing, decreases like that. Okay, I hope you all have understood, children. Thank you.